Hello everyone, welcome to NCERT 6 to 10 class in short. Today we will be discussing the first chapter of grade 6 geography, the earth in the solar system. As in the name, we will be discussing about the sun, our planets, our earth and all other celestial bodies in this chapter. Before moving to the video, if you really like the video, like, share, comment, subscribe the channel and enable the bell icon. Click all for getting all the notifications. How beautiful is it to watch the sky after the sunset? You can see small dot-like structures of which the numbers are increasing as time passes. How beautiful the sky is to look now. You can see the whole sky is filled with the tiny shining objects. They are shining very beautifully like diamonds. Now, if you examine carefully, you can see that some of these tiny objects are shining, but some are not. Along with this, you can also see our moon in different shapes at different positions in different nights. You can see the full moon once in a month, and this day we call it as full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see the moon at all in the sky. This night we call as new moon night or Amavasya. On this night you can watch the sky the best, provided it is a clear night. But why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? It is the sun that hinders all this night sight. Due to its brightness, we cannot see these objects during daytime. The sun, the moon, and all those objects that shining in the sky are called celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. In that sense, sun is also a star as it emits its own heat and light. Countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light, and they look so tiny because they are very far from us. You might have noticed that objects are smaller when seen from a distance. Think of the case of an aeroplane, how small it is when it is flying in the sky. Similar thing happens in the sky too. As the distance from us increases, the objects seems to become smaller and smaller. While watching the night sky, you might have noticed patterns formed by groups of stars like this. Such patterns are known as constellations. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation you can see here. Another recognizable constellation is Saptarshi. Saptarshi is a group of 7 stars which is a part of Ursa Major constellation. The term Sapta means 7 and Rishi means sages, so 7 sages. In ancient times, people used to detect the direction with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called pole star. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They lit by the light of stars. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. There are 8 different planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are the 8 planets in the solar system. From this, it's clear that the Earth in which we live is also a planet. It gets its light and heat from the sun, which is the nearest star to the earth. If we look at the earth from the moon, it will also appear to be shining just as the moon. That is, if we look the earth from a greater distance, it will also be appearing as shining like moon. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. It is a companion of earth and moves around it. Like earth, some other planets too have their own moons. The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system. We often call it as a solar family with the sun as its head. Now here in this picture you can see the rotation and revolution period of each of the planets. Beginning with Mercury, one orbit around the sun, that is revolution period is 88 days, and one rotation, that means one spin around its own axis is 59 days. Now Venus, one orbit around the sun is 255 days and one rotation period is 243 days. Earth, one orbit around the sun is 365 days, that is 1 year for us, and one spin on axis is 1 day. Number of moon equal to 1 for Earth. Mars, revolution period is 687 days and rotation period is same like that of Earth, 1 day. Now moving on to Jupiter, one orbit around sun is 11 years 11 months, that is about 12 years. One spin on its own axis, that is rotation period is 9 hours 56 minutes. Number of moon equal to 53, about 53. Now Saturn, one orbit around sun is 29 years 5 months. One spin on axis, that is rotation period is 10 hours 40 minutes. Number of moon equal about 53. Then Uranus, one orbit around sun, that is revolution period is 84 years. One spin around axis, that is rotation period is 17 hours 14 minutes. Then last one Neptune, one orbit around sun, that is revolution period is 164 years. One spin on axis is 16 hours 7 minutes. Number of moon equal to 13. Now let's see some of the interesting facts about the solar system. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune have rings around them. These are belts of small debris. Saturn, which has by far the largest ring system, was known to have rings for a long time. Rings can be viewed from the Earth through powerful telescopes. Do you know Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god? Solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. This is how the name solar system came. We will be discussing about the sun, the planets, the earth, the moon, asteroids and meteoroids in the next video. Until then, bye and thank you.